There is only one thing left to do, chat, and that is to probably lose in the first round of the playoffs again. It is us in Toronto. Before we get down to it, we do need to do those. I actually won't send down. I was going to say those send downs. It's really only the one send down. Let's send down Braden Point for the sake of the AHL roster, but I'm not too worried about anybody else. And of course, we got to fix the forward lines. We are going to go with Green on that top unit, Diorio on the second, because he and Stenberg should be a hell of a combination. So, loving the way the offense is looking, loving the way the defense is looking. Goaltending, in theory, should be awesome. We go best Lions. I mean, it puts Braden Point on the third line. That's how good the AHL is for us right now, which is crazy. Defensive chemistry is non-existent. Hopefully there is a way to fix that. Uh-oh. This coach is just not a good fit for this defense. Well, best players stay in the best spots then. Fair enough. Chris Rhodes. Lead us to victory, buddy. Guess that's the only thing that'll hold us back is if the AHL defense is that bad, but oh, let us. How many games did the AHL team win, by the way? They won 63 games. So, yeah, the defense is fine. Don't worry about it. 63, 13, and 6. Good Lord. They take on Syracuse in round 1. But we're not worried about Syracuse. We are worried about the team that eliminated us in the first round last year, that being the Toronto Maple Leafs, who look like this. Matthew Nyes at age 31, Austin Matthews at age 36, finally starting to decline, and Adam Novotny at 26 years old. Mitch Marner at 36, Kirby Doc, and Jakob Peltier. Ivan Miroshnichenko, Dale Koop, and Danil Yurov. Prokhor Boltapov, Vasily Ponomarev, and Ilya Fedotov. The Russian takeover of Toronto has begun. And again, they are without William Nylander, who did retire. Defensively, Artyom Vilchinsky and Mason Lohrei, Adam Kleber, Mikey Anderson, Riker Evans, and Yusuf Valimaki. Goaltender we know is still Hildeby. Cam Livingston behind him. Robbie Arventi, Max Domi, and Ethan Gauthier. The scratches. Always good to see a Gauthier in Toronto. God, we should win this series. We really should. There's no argument. There's no debate. We should win this. But will we? Don't get me wrong. I hope this is the year, but I don't know if I'm holding my breath on that front. Game number 1 against the Maple Leafs. Can we finally get over the playoff yips and make it out of this first round for the first time in a long time? First period, goalless. We doubled them up in shots at least. Second period, 1-0 Leafs. A power play goal for Mitchell Marner. We go to the third. Leafs outplayed us. Diorio has us on the board. Way to go, Cookie. Power play chances for us here. League's top power play in the regular season, but in the playoffs, we can't find the back of the net against Hildeby. 3.5 to go. Power play for the Leafs. No goal. And in game number 1, it's overtime. See who wins it. And it did not take long. Thank God. 48 seconds into the overtime. Ruben Green is your hero. And we take game number 1. Very impressive game from Kirill Koltsov. And Ruben Green back on that top line where he belongs. We get the win. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. But as we know, it's only one game. I can only be so happy. I can only be so excited until we make that forward progress we need to make. One win's not enough. First period of game number 2. 1-0 for the PP. Landon DuPont. 17 shots to 4, by the way. 2 games in a row, we have just totally outplayed them in the first period. At least this time we scored. Second period, we add another one. Ruben Green on the power play. So far, so good. We still have a third period to go through. Ruben Green. Landon DuPont has his second goal of the game. Make it 3-0. There it is. I knew they were going to get at least one. Austin Matthews makes it 3-1. Too little. Too late. We defend home ice in the first 2 games. We are up 2-0 on Toronto. Green, DuPont, and shout out again to Kirill Koltsov. Goal against in each of the first 2 games so far. And we are in a decent little spot here. Problem is, look at Dennis Hildeby. .930 save percentage despite 2 losses. He always gives them a chance. Always. We go to game number 3 in Toronto. We have seen the home team wins trend all the time, so we need to break that right here. First period. Jesus. Yep. Okay. See, the series isn't over. We are up 3-2. It's Keandre Miller, Kevin He, and Simone Zether. But Danila Yurov and Vilchinski have it at 3-2. Every goal scored from a horrible position. Second period, goalless, of course. So we go to the third. Shorthanded goal for Matthew Nyes. Mitch Marner makes it 4-3. Yurov makes it 5-3. Typical. Very, very typical. We had a chance to take a 3-0 series lead. Instead, the Leafs are back in it, winning game 3 by the score of 6-3. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I don't know if one loss is enough to sub out Koltsov, but I'm tempted. I am tempted. No, I'm going to go with my gut. I feel like it's the home team wins every game trend. Let's see if I can snap the game out of that logic just with a couple of changes to maybe get things to go our way here in game number 4. It can't go much worse than giving up 6 goals in a game and losing. So, hey, we might as well try something different. Game 4. First period. 1-1. Michael Misa on the power play and Austin Matthews. Second period. Make it 2-1 for us, Keandre Miller. Go the third, though. You never know. Power play for us. No dice. Still just a 2-1 game. Michael Misa makes it 3-1, his second goal of the game. Would we have won regardless? I don't know. But the voodoo worked. 3-1 win, 3-1 series lead. Great game from James. And Michael Misa with the 2 goals as well. Keandre Miller with the third. Well, technically the second, but was the other goal scorer in that bunch of 3. One more win. One more win. I'm going to swap Green and Diorio back, but I'm going to leave the goaltending as it was. Basically, if a goalie loses, you get subbed out, is what we might have to do here. Game 5. Can we get past the Leafs for the first time in, I think, 4 tries? First period, goalless. They almost doubled us up in shots. The 63-win Lincoln Loan Sharks are out in the first round of Syracuse. Well, let's hope it is now a case of our AHL team horrifically underperforming as opposed to our NHL team in the playoffs, right? I'll take that trade. We have 3 straight Calder Cups, so we're fine. Second period, 1-1. Shorthanded goal for Michael Misa. Austin Matthews scores again. We win this game, we might just send Matthews into retirement. Or Mitch Marner. And Mitch Marner. Who knows? Austin Matthews. Power play goal. Please. Please. Leafs stay alive. The Leafs stay alive. Damn it. We go back to Toronto for Game 6. It's not even James's fault. It is not even his fault, but Game 6 on the horizon. Fucking Hildeby, man. Koltsov gets the nod for this 6th game. Can we end this series? Let's find out. First period. Good start. DuPont, offset by a power play goal from Matthews, a power play goal from Eyes Wozniak, and then the first ever NHL Stanley Cup playoff goal for Don Corey. 3-1. Second period. Goal apiece. Coop on the power play. Greg Taves on the power play. We are 20 minutes away from moving on to the second round for the first time since dinosaurs roamed the earth. At least that's what it feels like. Nervous up until the final moment. Power play for the Leafs. No dice. No dice. No dice. Power play for us. This series is over. God. We eliminate Toronto in 6 games. 5-2 your final score. And finally, we live up to our potential here. Ruben Green with the basket of apples. Kirill Koltsov, a really strong game as well. And perhaps we have indeed ended an era for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's one. That's one. And we are going to have an unfamiliar foe in round number 2. More on that in a second. Let's take a look at how the boys did. Greg Taves, 5 assists in 6 games. Not bad. Misa, point per game. And Green, over a point per game. Just 2 points for Stenberg. 4 for Eyes Wozniak. 3 for Diorio. That second line got roughed up a little bit, plus-minus wise. As did the third line, I'm guessing. 2 points for Ozzy. 1 for Rogowski. 3 for Latikainen. And the fourth line, Kevin He with a point, Kaltonen with a point, and Zether with a point. Okay. Defensively, Harris, 1 point plus 7. 6 points plus 7 for Landon DuPont. 2 goals and a -2 for Miller. Ooh, okay, so yeah, second line and second pairing both had their struggles, but it wasn't horrific. And then Koltsov and James, I mean, Manny James was phenomenal. So, I mean, I have no problem continuing with the if you lose, you've lost the crease. I don't understand how this AHL team just lost in the first round, especially when these 83s were 84s off of morale. But, again, that is what it is. And it means we get to focus on the task at hand. I mentioned it was an unfamiliar foe in round number 2. It is Sebastian Casa. Casa? I've always heard it back. Sebastian, the whale-washing dolphin. Yeah, it's Sebastian Cosa and the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit with a very convincing first-round victory over Tampa. And I don't know what to expect for this one. I really don't. Again, we haven't played them in the playoffs before. Let's see what that team looks like. Let's see. Well, this could be a problem. Top line of Ethan Belchitz. But I mean, come on, it's Belchitz. 6 points in 5 games. He is with Prob Bethal. Our old buddy Prob. And on the third, on the right wing for the third member of the top line, I should say, it's Lucas Raymond at 32 years old. Second line, Dmitry Bushelnikov. The Bushelnikov. Didn't have a great first round, but obviously a very promising player. Cam Lund, 87 overall and 3 points. And Callum Ritchie, an 85 overall. Vigo Bjork. Bjork. Vigo Ray Bjork. And Bear DeVoe. I remember when they drafted old Bear DeVoe. We also have Gabe Velarde, now 34 years old. Their fourth line, Dylan Larkin. He's still there. Got 2 years left. 1 year left after this. Marco Kasper and Felix Unger. It's probably Sorum, but it's not. Shurum. Isn't that like more of a Felix? It's pretty good. Especially that center depth, that left wing depth. It's pretty good. Defensively, oh my God. All right, this is going to be a problem. It is one Simon Edmondson. With Moritz Seider. Second pair, Owen Conrad with Axel Elofsson. And the third pair, Denton Matejchuk with Sean Dursey. And we already know what the goaltending looks like. Up to a 91 overall. Right. Okay. By the way, Chicago and Jack Ivankovich bounced in the first round over on the western side. So it literally is just all the focus on us. Game 1 at home against Detroit. First period. We're up 1-0. Michael Misa. So we more than doubled them up in shots. Second period. 2-0. Brooks Rogowski. Very, very nice. We go to the third. Ruben Green makes it 3-0. Power play. That could have been the dagger. Detroit. Another power play chance here. Nothing doing. 8 minutes to go, and there it is. Him. It's Kevin He. And the Peg City Penny Pinchers just lose the shutout. But we take game 1. 4-1, your final score. What a performance for Kirill Koltsov. Ruben Green and Michael Misa up on the top line, doing damage. We're up 1-0 on the Red Wings. God damn it. This is the year. No Chicago, no Sens, no Oilers. Yeah. Colorado's out too. This does seem like our best pathway in a very long time. Game number 2. Derek Jeter. Number 2, Derek Jeter. First period, 2-0 Pinchers. Greg Taves, Michael Misa on the power play. And again, we doubled them up in shots. We have been ruthless in the first period in terms of scoring goals and getting a nice little advantage. Second period, oh my God, we almost blew it. Holy hell. 5-3 heading into the third. Raymond, He, Bushelnikov, Misa, Taves, and Callum Ritchie. 5-3 for the Pinchers as we start the third period. Detroit, showing that they can score in this series. They couldn't score on a power play there. So we are halfway through this period. 7 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Power play Detroit doesn't happen. We again defend home ice to start a series. 5-3 in game number 2 as the top line continues to deliver. 6 wins. We need 10 more. We're not even, we are looking ahead because that is the goal, is to win the cup. It's not just to be like, oh, we made it to the conference final. No. The goal is to win. It's game number 3. No changes. We're up 2-0 in the series. First period, 1-0 Pinchers, Ruben Green. Second period, 1-1. The Red Wings have finally tied the game. They've yet to lead, if I'm not mistaken, in this entire series so far, which, yes, I just jinxed the hell out of myself. As Lucas Raymond tied the game, we go to the third. They have outplayed us this game, too. Ruben Green, 2-1. Ivar, whatever you prefer, Var. Stenberg, and there's Ray Bjork. 3-2. Ruben Green, have my children. Cole Caulfield, who? We never saw Cole Caulfield do this in the playoffs. The Pinchers. 1 win away from the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in a long time. That top line, man, is doing so well. Absolutely carrying, but it's what we need them to do. Greg Taves might have been the missing piece. Sebastian Costa's save percentage has dropped, what, like 0.3? Well, it wouldn't be tenths, it'd be hundreds, because, the decimal placements. Anyway, I'm a high school graduate. Goodness. Game 4. No changes. Can we win the series? First period. Latikainen and Carson Cameron, a very unlikely goal scorer. Let's go, Carson. Second period. Detroit back on the board. Lucas Raymond again. 20 minutes, boys. 20 minutes. Come on. 20 minutes away. Gabe Vilardi has tied the game. Tie game, Vilardi. Keandre Miller. Landon DuPont. Vilardi scores again. 4-3. 1 minute to go. We are moving on to the Eastern Conference Final. It is a sweep of the Detroit Red Wings in round number 2. Two series wins down. 2 to go. It got a bit scary. Oh my fucking God. Washington's up 3. It's going to be Cole Caulfield. It's going to be Cole Caulfield and the Washington Capitals. It's going to be Cole Caulfield. It is great to see that this team has been capable of going back to the conference finals because it is a great team. I mean, come on, this is a great team. Taves, point per game, he's insane. He's so good. Michael Misa is putting the team on his back. We named him captain, and rightfully so, after the departure of Nick Hague. And then Ruben Green. So good. So good. Stenberg, only 4 points. That second line continues to be a bit quiet. 6 points for Wozniak, 6 points for Diorio. Just 1 goal after a 54-goal campaign. So we need to fix something there. I don't know what that something is, but something does have to change. And then Weissblatt, 3 points. Rogowski, 3 points. Latikainen. What if we go Stenberg, Diorio, Latikainen, and have Weissblatt, Wozniak, Rogowski. Average height is dragged down quite a bit by Ozzy, but in that way, look at that center depth, man. Misa's back up to a 97 as well. That gives us at least 2 players on every line of at least an 86 overall. Harris, 3 points, +9. DuPont, 9 points and a +10. We only have him for 1 more year after this, too. Jesus, man, if this isn't the year now at this point, we're playing with fire. I wouldn't change anything after sweeping Detroit. That is also a very fair viewpoint. Because you can look at a line that has its shortcomings and say, should we fix it? Or you can say, well, we're winning, so maybe not. I'll go against my gut on this one. But at least we know what change, what change I will make if I have to. Good for Kirill Koltsov, by the way. Really stepped up after Manny James kind of pushed him for that potential starting spot. Will it be Pittsburgh? Or will it be Washington? Who's it going to be in round number 2? Round number 3, I should say. It is Washington. Seattle awaits the winner of Dallas and Minnesota. That is going to 7. But it will be us and the Washington Capitals, the 40-win Capitals. Dare we call them the Cole Caulfields? Okay. All right. They are second in goals for in the playoffs. We are 5th. They are second in goals against. We are 3rd. 3rd-ranked power play versus 7th. Second best PK versus the 12th. And it will be Minnesota and Seattle on the other side. What do the Capitals look like? We know about the regular season that Cole Caulfield has, but in the playoffs, he has been very inconsistent in his career. This is their team. Mikey Burchild, the Bear Child. The Bear Child. 15 points in 11 games. Gustavo Roussel. 14 points in 11 games for the former first overall pick in 2028. And then Cole Caulfield, point per game with 5 goals at 33 years old. Again, he has now been a Cap for 4 seasons after we got priced out. It is his first playoff appearance since his final season with us, where he scored no goals in 12 games. Second line, Julian Sterling, over a point per game. Good Lord. Adam Banak as the center, just under a point per game. And Pascal Paradis, also just under a point per game. Their second line's doing really well. Andrew Cristall on the third line with 6 points. Victor Fyodorov with 6 points and 4 goals for Keegan LaRose, 7th overall pick in 2031. Fourth line, Hudson Belak with Pierre-Luc Dubois. I didn't even notice him down there. And on the right, Benjamin Kindle, the Kindle. We're better on paper, but they made it here as well for a reason. Defensively, Tyler Clevin with Hunter Bruce, we have a history with on this game. Second pair, Aaron Keviharu with Vladimir Drevetsky. A third pair, Ricky Bertuzzi with Bear Percy. In goal, Kirill Gerasmik. Kirill Geronimo. And Kim Sarainen. Cademan Zinger. Kyle Connor is a healthy scratch on that team, huh? There is no denying we should win this series. It's game 1 against a team that we won 12 more games than in the regular season. Love to see it. First period of game 1, 1-0 to the PCPP. It's Michael Misa. Second period, Ruben Green and our fourth line center, Kaltonen, 3-0. Esa Latakainen on the power play. It's 4-0. Diorio, 5-0. Kaltonen again, 6-0. Well, that is about as good of a game 1 as you could have hoped for. A 27 save shutout for Kirill Koltsov, and again, the top line continues to carry. They have been so good. Landon DuPont was a +4 in that game. Wow. It was just the third line that finished with an even rating, and somehow Carson Cameron on the third pair. 3 wins away. 3 more for a showdown with either Seattle or Minnesota. And again, Seattle, President's Trophy winners. Game number 2. We have started all 3 of our series, or all 2 of our series so far, by winning the first 2 games. All 3 of our series by winning the first game in said series. Hopefully we can make it 3 for 3 in terms of going 2 for 2. First period, goalless. Shots were very close. Second period, still goalless. Wow. Okay. Entirely different game. It's a goalie showdown here, a defensive showdown. Shots aren't even that crazy. Power play expires as Greg Taves breaks the tie. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. 3, 2, 1. One second away from winning this game. And Cole Caulfield sends us to overtime. Will the Capitals steal this game? No, they will not. It's his replacement. It's the upgrade. It's the newer model, Ruben Green, who was literally only on this team because we could not financially keep Cole Caulfield. Ruben Green is the hero, and we are up 2-0 in the series. This game trolls you so hard. Oh, it's incredible. It's insane. It's insane. It's like it knows. For the dramatics, it's fun, and we ended up winning. It's very, very nice. We are up 2-0 in the series. I'd be curious to see a replay of that goal. Oh, I wish it was. I mean, hey, it's not like you can't, generate highlights for games you didn't play. I mean, it's not like a game like NFL 2K5 did that 20 years ago, So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Game number 3 in Washington. We're 2 wins away. How we doing in the regular season? Top team in the East. 2 points off of winning the President's Trophy. First period, 1-0, Michael Misa. How many times have we said Michael Misa's name in the first period? Holy. Second period, okay, we're not done. 2 goals apiece. Another shorty for Taves, my God. Latakainen as well, but Andrew Cristall and a power play goal for Cole Caulfield. The lead is 1. Power play for us, no dice. Looking to take a 3-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. 8 minutes to go. Can we hold on? It's not over. Till it's over. Cole fucking Caulfield, Andrew Cristal. And unlike in game number 2, the Caps do succeed in stealing the game. It's our first loss in a while. Cristal and Caulfield lead the way. And the Capitals are still alive. The lead is now 2-1. Despite the fact that we've been successful, I'm going with my gut here in regards to changes. Manny James will start game 4, and we are going to make that change of Stenberg, Diorio, Latikainen, Wiesblatt, Wozniak, Rogowski. Done deal. It is game number 4. Let's see what happens. First period. 1-0. Not Michael Misa, though. It's Greg Taves. Wins the Calder, goes to medium franchise, and he just keeps getting better. Stubbs, what's going on, by the way? Second period. Weissblatt and Diorio. Dubois gets Washington on the board. We're up by 2. It's 3-1, which is the score line in the series that we hope to see at the end of this game. Eyes Wozniak. 4-1. The Peg City Penny Pinchers are 1 win away from going back to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in over 5 seasons now, since we lost to Edmonton in a sweep. Gigantic games for Brock Cripps, Ruben Green, and Greg Taves. 1 win away. Great job there by Manny James as well to step in that scenario and to hold the Caps to 1 goal. And he will indeed be starting game number 5 back on our home ice as we try to end this series and punch our ticket to the final. 2-2 between Seattle and Minnesota. But here we go. Can we do it? First period. 1-0 Washington, Cole Caulfield. It's not often we're trailing at the end of the first. Second period. Yes. 2 goals for Ruben Green and another for Esa Latikainen. Fox, it was time. We weren't going to be able to keep him beyond this year, so. LaRose makes it a 1-goal game again. Power play. 11 minutes now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute to go. Foxy ended up in Chicago. We are 1 minute away. Now, we have not watched any handshake lines yet, because a handshake line without there being a trophy waiting for us at the end of it isn't worth it for us anymore. It is all about the hardware. Even if this isn't the trophy that we're looking to win, it's one of them, but it's not the end result. 1:08 to go. A win seals our spot in the Stanley Cup final against either Seattle or Minnesota. LaRose to Drevetsky, steps in, doesn't go. LaRose shrugs off a hit. Drevetsky turns it over to Harris. Now to Taves. 45 seconds. Taves making a move. Finds DuPont. Good shot. Ooh, oh, Taves forced the turnover. Gets taken down with a broken stick or just dropped his stick. No call. Misa gets the puck back. Finds Green. Glove save. What a chance for Ruben Green. Chaos behind the net. 25 seconds to go. Cristal to LaRose. He's bumped off the puck. Greg Taves for the win. Can't get the shot off. His second chance hits the side of the cage. Misa with the puck to Taves. He scores. Release the poop mist. The penny pinchers are going back to the Stanley Cup final. Dude, Michael Misa on the forecheck. Holy shit. Does he put in work? And Greg Taves was just everywhere. We are going back to the finals for the first time in a long time. Ruben Green and Michael Misa, the top two leading point getters in the playoffs so far. 12 wins down. Past Toronto, a sweep of Detroit, and we survive against Cole Caulfield and the Washington Capitals. 4 wins away. Forgot about the cash register at the end. Caulfield and company put up a hell of a fight. Michael Misa and Cole Caulfield meet up at the front of the handshake line. Misa, of course, will not touch the trophy. 4 wins away. Against either Seattle or Minnesota. What a fucking save that was on Ruben there. Four to the final in Game 5. A dominant performance. And again, now just a few wins away. Just a few. Man, let's take a look at how the team's done so far. Minnesota is up 3-2 on the Kraken. Taves a 92, man. 18 points in 15 games at 22 years old. 1 year left on his deal before we end up in RFA hell. Michael Misa, assists per game, 8 goals on top of that. He's a plus 17. And Ruben Green, 26 points, plus 17 as well. Stenberg, 7 points and a -2. 9 points now for Diorio. He definitely started scoring more after the line change. And then Latikainen's been great. And again, going to be the Calder winner this year. Weisblatt on 4 points, 7 for Wozniak, and 5 for Rogowski. 6 points for Kevin He, 4 for Kaltonen, and 4 for Zether. Defensively, Jordan Harris is starting to decline, by the way. He's down to an 88. He's got 2 years left on a no-movement clause, so we'll see what happens with Jordan Harris. That might be a buyout, to be honest. We'll see. If he falls apart like Haig did, it might have to be a buyout. But in the playoffs, I mean, 4 points and a plus 12. DuPont, 14 points in 15 games. 4 points and a plus 8 for Miller. 7 points and a plus 6 for Cripps. And even the third pairing of Don, Corey, and Carson Cameron have been really solid. And of course, in goal, it hasn't really mattered. Manny James, Kirill Koltsov, they're both crushing it. They are both crushing it. The question is, who would we prefer? Would we prefer it to be Seattle or Minnesota? The Kraken did win the President's Trophy. They are trailing in the series. Jesus Christmas. Go Minnesota. Let's go wild. Let's go wild. Oh my God.